Oh, hello, hello, hello. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? And you know what happened last night? Impromptu room renovation. And the amount of space I have in this room, shout out to my lover, cause whoa. Like I'm here. We're here. And I took the time to screenshot 148 slides for you people because I realize when people do reviews, I know there's only like a handful of people that show y'all like the screenshots from the show. I know there is a lot of people that refuse to pay for the network, so they rely on people like who do the same thing that I do to give them the recap. Like they know pretty much everything, but they just didn't want to pay that $5 no more. But I want to make it way more interesting and way more interactive for you guys. So these videos may even be way longer than what you've seen. Like I'm not taking this from a live stream. I'm hoping it's not going to be like an hour, 2 hours long. It's not going to be because I got places to be. Okay. Yes, I took the time. I put my little words here and there in my little screenshot. So I will be standing off to the side sometimes so y'all can see what I have to say. But this is the Baddies Caribbean reunion. And I thought my first video back would honestly be, I'm not used to having this much space, would be, me recapping Baddies Caribbean and then eventually getting around to reviewing the reunion. But when I don't see things being done the way I want it to be done, or like I'm not coming across any videos being done the way I want it to be done, I just do it myself. But here we are. So 10 out of 10. I usually love, Scotty's reunion outfits. Like she barely misses to me. And then after that, we have Sapphire. She's always a 10. She never looks bad. Like, she never looks bad. I swear, like, we have not seen one episode where she just looks raggedy, disgusting, none of that. Then we have Biggie. I gave her a 6 because I love this color on her with the blonde, but she just be throwing me off. Who's next? Then we have Tasiki. I say it every time just so it can be clear. I have a soft spot for Tasiki because she reminds me of my sister and she's also an hour from my hometown. So yeah, no, but she never really looks terrible either. She definitely has the DMV face. So yeah, there's really nothing much to say about that. Honestly, wish she would have kept that outfit on. Like the whole eater and boxing thing is cool and all, but we'll get to that. Next we have Mariah. I'm so first of all, I will say I'm so very glad that she did not wear this dress to the reunion because I was just looking like, now I know people usually change, but I was very worried that she was not going to change. Like, girl, your feathers, everything would have been in the crowd all over the place. People would have been slipping all over them. Niggas, fine. But I gave her a nice 10 for the hair. A nice 10 for the hair. Yes, thank you very much. And then we have Asian doll, 10 for the face. Face card never declines. Love that. Love to see that. I knew that she wasn't going to deliver. So I'm not going to say, "Oh, I'm disappointed," but I just don't have anything to say because it's not very productive. Gretchen, don't care for her. I mean, we didn't really get time to know her because she just wanted to be hard-headed the entire time. But this hair color, the auburn, it never fails. It never fails. I gave 10 out of 10 for the hair. And for ET, it's like I don't hate the look, but I don't necessarily like it. I'm not one to go for cheap shots like, oh, you got this from Timu. I'm gonna just say it could be worse. She came prepared to tussle for the most part. I think I would say I like the wig. So I really do actually love the hair. Like I said, 10 out of 10 for the hair. It's just what she paired it with that kind of pissed me off. Like bad. And then these are the ones that got away, the ones that again didn't get their moment to shine, the ones that got bamboozled and led astray. And I feel bad for these girls because look at how they came stepping. Look at them. They look great. And now then we get to Anna and you know, she came out with this tan that just it wasn't doing it for me. Maybe I'm tripping, but I swear Anna's like the same complexion as Scotty. So, it just has me looking. This tan comparison here is almost exactly the same. And I don't like that for her. she came out with some flowers like she's going to someone's funeral or wake or something. And I said 10 out of 10 for the fighting gear because she came with the mask, the black, and then looked good in it. So even though she didn't come all dolled up, she still came looking good. And that's what's important. Didn't have too much to say about Slim because, you'll see my later message about what she's wearing to the reunion, but and when I saw that I caught this, I screamed laughing, bro. Ready to frolic and fight. Of course, she didn't come dolled up. I like this little outfit she has. I love leisure outfits. As you can tell, I love leisure outfits. Not too shabby introduction. Here's Dia. Her little thing wasn't really a lot going on. I feel like she could have came in with someone, but that's neither here nor there. And here is Tommy, the one and only. It's funny because I don't have any necessary like strong feelings about Tommy, to be honest. I applaud her confidence. I applaud how she speaks about herself, how she speaks about what she does, and stuff like that. She a little crazy sometimes, but every time 10, 10, 10, 10. Any reunion, wherever she pop out at, she looks good. Never look terrible. Always look good. I love no. The reunion where her and Kat got in a little tussle, that outfit with the gray, the silver, the chrome type look, and then the really slick and stiff like bun situation she had going on. Loved it, loved it. This hair, I love it even more. Makeup, period. Outfit, done. It's over. It's over. They should all just go home. And we have little Miss Janisha coming in. Little Miss Janisha, you know, if I wanna, you know what? I'm gonna pause this real quick. If you don't care for the theatrics, you could just skip ahead to where I'm actually talking about the reunion. But this is my show. And you guys want entertainment, do you not? I want to provide us something to fill the void of the lack of for the lack of substance from the show sometimes. But I feel like this reunion, they did what they had to do. They got a live audience. They once the fighting was had its rounds, they got it all cleared up, and boom, we're back on track. And I love that about this reunion. So I'm hoping all the rest of the parts will be just as good. Then we have Santana. I did forget that I heard that he was going to be a host on it. So when I was watching it, I was like, oh wow, how could I have forgotten about that? I saw a lot of complaints about him being a host and being messy, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. This I hate it for Natalie. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I see Natalie from multiple angles. I see her from the businesswoman's aspect. I also see her, the baddie, the da da da. I see her in all sorts of different lights. So it's like I'm not like a stone cold Natalie hater or anything. It's more so just I see what industry she's in, what life it is, and leave it at that. But this is unacceptable. She can do better than this. So, of course, now we are cutting to the scenes where everyone's talking. Oh my goodness. Um, it is Bobby and Natalie talking in the trailer, and he's talking about oh yeah, Diamond is definitely scared, and da 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 da, and they're just talking about absolutely nothing if we want to be completely honest. Absolutely nothing. Don't like that for them. They're just there. So now we get I'll call them the Fabulous Four because that's how it seems that they want to portray themselves. So we have Mariah, Biggie, Tasiki, and Anna. Anna actually in this little suit thing she got going on here, that doesn't look bad. I don't mind. That's actually really pretty. Very, very demure, very professional. I wish you would have wore that on stage instead of what Kelly wore to the dinner. Any hoosers. So yeah, they're in there talking about I came to fight only one person and I'm nervous and I have so many mixed emotions and I just like Anna's very scared. She's frightened, poor girl. And then Mariah was talking about yeah, I'm gonna come in there. I hope I'm gonna just have my back against the wall. And she couldn't do that. Unfortunately for her, she had to sit in the front. And then Tasiki at the end of their little scene is like, y'all bitches know what y'all have to do. And you know what you came to do. So come and do it. Is basically what I got from that. So now we get to the ladies that didn't make the cut. Unfortunately for them, because honestly, I feel like I'm not too sure about the one in the pink hair um right over here. But I know the other two, I feel like they would have gave us a little bit of a show if they got the opportunity to show themselves, if we're gonna be honest. Especially her I feel like her potential and especially how she steps out. I don't follow these girls on social media. I don't know anything beyond, what the show pretty much tells us. So, there's that. So now, of course, they have the scene where it's all the unlikable bitches in one setting. And honestly, if we're gonna be fair, I mean, I know Nunu has that stupid thing that she started with Anna, so it's absolutely ridiculous. But Kiva, I feel like shouldn't be as strongly disliked as she is because she really didn't get to do much of anything. Like it wasn't anything to really base the dislike off of. I don't even think she was trying to sneak Tinkerbell. This is why I'm rewatching the whole season because so much but so little happened. Okay, of course we know why Gretchen is there and we know why Callie is there. So yeah, I felt like Kiva really shouldn't be in this room, but because she's stuck by Nunu, I completely understand. All right, so then Natalie is with the rest of the girls, and she's talking about there's Heaven, Nunu, Jo, Kiva. I guess thinking the new girls are going to want to fight them. I don't know why she brought up Heaven, honestly. I guess maybe Heaven said some sly stuff, but not enough to fight. So Natalie's trying to be all funny, like, ah ha ha, Rolly, let's get ready to rumble. Asian Doll had said something like, did you come here from the right reasons or something irrelevant, so we're just going to move on. And then now we have Janisha meeting up with Saucy Santana, and honestly the whole time I was initially watching this scene, I just thought, like, I know he's wearing body oils, but it's just the material of his dress and like the boots. It was what you call it, it made me feel hot. I mean, he's, oh, I thought he had a fan in his hand. It made me feel hot just looking at him, and just looking at him again, it just makes me heat up and boil inside. All right, y'all. It's time. It's time to fight. It's time to fight and get some dialogue. It's time to fight and get some dialogue. These girls are going to say a bunch of nothing and a bunch of something at the same time. Let's move on. Here we are. Here's the reunion. We're getting started. All right, y'all, we got Bobby in the audience. You know, everyone's cheering. You know how it go. You know how it go. And then we have Janisha. She's so precious. Like, I'm not trying to baby her because whatever they got going on, that's what they got going on. But this is so pretty. Like, it's so Caribbean. It's so amazing. Like, we got Natalie introduced in the corner over there. She comes out, everyone's cheering. And then, okay, so this is the part where they call Scotty out. And of course, Denise is like, Scotty. And it made me think, has Janisha ever said Scotty with the body when calling her out? Or was the other reunions just too chaotic for us to even have these? I don't even remember, but I guess somebody will tell me. I didn't think this was too shady, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I Janisha and like Lemmy Palmer, whatever, I really don't feel like they're in the type of relationship where they like it's love. Like it seems transactional, and people are gonna feel the way they feel about, you know, homewreckers, rightfully so. But this is a, I don't know. This situation just gives like, I don't know. It's basically, I'm trying to say, like, it doesn't give anything people should be hating people over, like hating Scotty over, or feeling so bad for Janisha. I feel like she really does not care, and because of the position that she's in, she just want to be shady when she want to be shady because she can do that, I guess. So then she calls Mariah onto the stage, and it was, the audience was not. The audience is like, ah woo, ah ha ha, woo, and then like Santana was not feeling it. He was not here for it, and it makes me wonder what was their prior beef or whatever it was, or maybe he just doesn't like her as a fan. But I heard that from them being on both on Love and Hip Hop, they had something going on, but that's neither here nor there. And then we get Jayla. The crowd is like yelling, and Jayla comes out right after Mariah. So I can only imagine Mariah sitting there like, "Oh, all right, hey, those bitches." Da, da, da. But Jayla, beautiful as always. I really don't understand. I understand the hate. Let me correct. I understand the hate, but I don't know. It's just like, look at what we're watching. Like, it could be way worse. Like, everybody does the same stuff. And then we have Sapphire. You know, honestly, people feel away about Sapphire because of the whole Suki thing. But honestly, if it wasn't for that, I feel like her whole notebook joke would have been way more well received than it currently is. Like, I thought it was cute. And then she showed up with it with a little dress on. You know, it would have been nice if the dress matched her outfit, but I thought it was cute. I think the whole little notebook thing is cute. I know, like Sapphire, like if it wasn't for the Suki thing, I feel like people would fuck with her. And that's unfortunate that it had to be like that, you know? Next up, we have Biggie coming to the stage. Hee hee. You know, I need her to stop coming and shaking her back end sometimes because I just can't. I just. Then we have Tasiki coming out, and you know, I don't mind the boxer gear. You know, it's cute. But she still looks cute coming out in it, but it's like, I guess I really don't have that many words for that right now. On okay, and this is where I want to give the girls their props. You know, Biggie, love hate relationship with her, but what I will never take away from her, with or without makeup, I think she is a very beautiful woman. They look great together. They look very beautiful. And then we have Callie. You know what made me really mad? This hair with this dress. Why did she wear this dress and then with the clear stripper heels? What? And then we have Meatball. Hated it. Hated every second of it. Hate every second of it. Like, I feel like if you know you're coming to fight strictly to fight and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, at least come looking cute. And some people say, oh, it don't matter because she got business to handle. And it's like, okay, but like, baddie shot o'clock. Like, why are we looking dusty like this? I would have put on like, bro, perfect example. Oh my gosh, Bianca. Why are we acting ridiculous? The start of the reunion, I think it was just talking about how Callie basically earned her respect and their beef is squashed, blah blah blah, who cares? So then Santana comes out the gate with, my first question is for Jayla. So he's telling Jayla like, oh, she used to say nigga, and she's like, you know, honestly, Mariah is really pretty here. And her makeup, maybe because of the lights and the cameras, doesn't look like it doesn't match her. Like it looks more close to her, which call it. And she's not ugly. She's not an ugly girl at all. It's just her aunt is a little, you know. I know she's wearing makeup, but like she's really pretty right here. But you can tell she looking like, oh, he about to really blow me. So yeah, he was like, yeah, so she used to always say it and she probably still says it. So what was it about Gretchen that really made you like tee up like that? And Jayla was like, yeah, you did say like nigga in a van in New York. And then her dumbass was like, in a Bentley. And you know, honestly, if she said that to me, I would just stop. Like, I'd find myself stopping and just like, anywho, like, Bentley, Buick, I don't give a fuck what you were in. Hausers. Yeah, moving on from that. And then Jayla going to talk about it's another teaching moment for you. But I'm going to break it down like this for y'all. With Gretchen, Mariah, she never like said it on the show. And on top of that, like she sounds more this is going to sound crazy, but she sounds more natural saying it. And it's probably just simply because she's from New York and a lot of people from New York saying, "Oh, some people don't care, some people do care." You know, it's who knows and who cares. That's another discussion that we'll probably never have on this channel. But with Gretchen, it's like she was just majorly disrespectful with it. Like she said it once and then got addressed about it and then just kept going. And then when Tommy addressed Gretchen about it, she was like, you know, my nigga, da da da. And then Tommy was like, all right, and just walked away because what are we talking about? Like you just keep saying it and you want to be a part of everything, but you just keep. And then on top of that, that's why I brought up. On top of that, she doesn't even sound. I know I brought this up in my other one of my other videos. I know I did. She doesn't even sound good saying it, and that is what grinds my gears the most. Is boasters, toasters, because why are you saying it like you I understand Santana was trying to catch Jalen like a contradiction or hypocrisy and stuff like that, but Gretchen doesn't even sound good saying it. Like niggas like Mariah, I'm like, okay, I don't like it, but you ain't never said it around me, and whatever, bro. Talking about a teaching moment, girl. So then after this, why they call Bianca out? And I was laughing so hard because it says audience booing, like for the subtitles, and she's just there like y'all bitches was waiting for me. Ooh, I don't like how they did her because it the hate is forced to me. So oh yeah, I did at this. Bro, when she came on the stage, everybody was kind of like looking at her. Well, besides Tasiki, but everybody was just kind of looking at her like, hello, you good? No, she's not good, bro. So now we're getting, you know, a flashback to that dinner or whatever. Everybody, dang. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it and Callie got her hair all up in Scotty's face. We see we got Meatball over here hugging Sapphire. Then we got Mariah in the corner over here looking like that bunny off of the basketball, whatchamacallit. And you see Bianca just coming, just coming, just waiting. She had her eyes set on her as soon as she got in the building. Then we know they started tussling, and that happened. And now Bianca's talking about something. I literally only came onto this show for her, and to come on this show like and not to get to experience everything just because of this situation is so trash. But she was saying how Mariah was texting her when she was in Jamaica, saying everybody was against her, and now we have the conversation pulled up, and Sapphire is like, telling her like, why are you saying I don't know if me and Sapphire are going to get into it? Like we already squashed our beef after the reunion, so what is there for us to get into? It doesn't make any sense. And then she brings up, and then you're saying something about Tasiki, and then like Mariah got up so fast, bro. She was like, "No, these are fake. What are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. These are fake." You're scared for your life that anything could set Taziki off, but you should know if that's your so-called friend that you too small. As she says, you fragile. She is not going to touch you unless you really beg for it, like Diamond the Body did. And here you go, yeah. Then they start fighting. There you go, Meatball in the corner, probably screaming and instigating. Then they tussling. He is lit. No, he is living. Is this the same screenshot? No, it's not. No, he was living for all the fighting, bro. He was just in the corner, everything. Just their flabs have been gasted. The audience was acting up. Everybody was looking like, I don't even know why Callie was on the couch. I guess she thought somebody was gonna come for her while they were having at it, because that's usually how it goes. So this is their second square up. They're squaring up again. And then you got Scotty in the background. Just I didn't even remember her being there when I initially watched it, trying to break it up wherever they were doing. I like how the text messages are still on the screen as well. Messy boots. All right. And then when they're breaking it up, you got Santana. First of all, I don't even think I caught the original screenshot, but he was like in there, like looking over the security, like, "Oh, get her ass, get her ass, get her ass." I was like, this is so messy, bro. I see why like some of the girls were complaining, but I know people like, oh, as a host, you should be unbiased. And I feel like, I mean, he was. I feel like because of his position and him actually being a fan of the show, it was better. So I'm not really even too mad at the whole bias, unbiased, whatever. Sometimes the bias makes it a little bit better. But then that's where you have people like Janisha for to balance out the bias, in my opinion. And then you got them playing with Mariah's wig, Scotty, Bobby, and Jayla. Then you have Mariah outside talking about some, let me get my wig. I'm not coming back. Da 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 da. Um, and then Bobby talking about some Tasiki reset, Callie reset, meatball, and then Tasiki just looking like nobody was even doing nothing. And then Callie, what's makes me upset? Callie is such a pretty girl. A pretty girl. Look at her. She's so pretty. I hate that. I will leave right the fuck now. Nobody takes her seriously, bro, and I feel kind of a little bit bad for her. All right, y'all see that, right? I am not dunking on Bianca's looks at all because I look like my father and I'm still beautiful. But she's given me 50 Cent way too many times for me to not address this. G unit, what are you talking about? It's something about that lack of eyebrow situation she got going on. And then, of course, the fact that they're both he's from New York, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, duh. What am I talking about? This one right here really did it for me. Like, look at her. All right, whatever. So yeah, so Bianca come back on stage completely unfazed because she's not the one bleeding. I definitely completely ignored that part, didn't I? Yeah, she didn't leave the stage bleeding, so she just came back like, yo. So basically, what I was talking about, Mariah, eyebrow busted, everything busted. She keeps getting that face busted. I just think her skin is sensitive. That's all I think it is. Um, so she was just like, yeah. At the end of the day, I like to hang out. Um, what else? Yeah, okay, I like to hang out, but if a person keeps on egging on the situation, then it's just never going to end because you keep pressing it. Like when her and Sapphire were at that table, and Sapphire, you could see she was trying to coax something out of her or make her want to fight, like get her to fight and stuff like that. And it's like, bruh, it's really, I actually had no issue with you. But then at the same time, she took it to a whole different level. But I feel like Okay, so now I'm remembering. But at that time, also though, Mariah didn't have that falling out yet because that only happened when Asian Doll stepped into the picture. But the whole spitting and the wig in the toilet and all that, I feel like that really kind of sealed the beef just a little bit. Like, that's a bit much, you know. Um, so Bianca was asked from Janisha, she was like, if you could get another opportunity, would you do Baddies again? And she was like, absolutely. And I'm saying absolutely too because you didn't get a chance. And I feel like her and the rest of the new girls that didn't get to be on really truly on this season should be on the next season. But I don't think they are. So there's that. Um, and we're having another throwback, a little, flashback. And I absolutely hated this wig on Meatball. Like, it was a lot of things I hated on her, but this whole blonde situation where you could clearly see pretty much the color of her hair under it and all the other stuff, I hated it for her. It just looked dirty. It looked raggedy. We're better than this. At least her skin looks good. At least her skin is clear, and that's everything I could give her right now. So I think they reapproached the conversation about Kylie wanting to be the head bitch in charge, wanting to run Baddies and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh, I feel like I'm not regular. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying. You are very regular. You know what? We gonna get. This is my show. We're gonna get a little bit serious real quick. Now, like I say, we don't know these girls. We don't know these women. Uh, it's only so much we can say because we only know what the TV tells us about them and what they tell us about themselves on social media. But her saying, I feel like I'm not regular, kind of grinds my gears a little bit because maybe I'm going to sound just like her, but I'm not regular. I'm not regular at all. And there's certain things that make me not regular that a lot of these girls do not have. Um, so I'ma just say she don't got the hands. Natalie don't even got the hands. So I'm not even gonna make that a main criteria. She doesn't have the mm, this is a better way to put it. Jocelyn, that energy is what is needed. If she wants to be a better host for Baddies, she needs to have Jocelyn's energy. I'm not saying, constantly belittle the girls because it's not the type of show for that. It's not a cabaret where you gotta whip bitches in line to that degree, anyways. But just that energy, because even through the screen, Jocelyn's energy is like, I'm not trying to mess with you. I'm trying to be on your good side. I'm not messing with you. You doing too much. I can't do that. I'm not doing that with you. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm scared of the lady, but I don't want no problems with her because she will go however far. I don't trust it. So people like her, I don't mess with that. But advice to her, if she wants to be anything better than Natalie, she's going to have to come with Jocelyn's energy, and she doesn't have that factor. Um, I would say I'm closer to having Jocelyn's energy than she will ever be. And that's being cocky, and I don't care because this is my show. So moving on from that, just advice for any other girl that thinks they want to be like Callie and try to take Natalie's spot and think they're going to do a better job simply because, I don't know, you're from California. I don't know. I don't know what it is that she thinks it is, but maybe you're not regular, just in a different degree that I don't really count as being irregular. You're just regular in a different font. I forgot I put this. She was like, "Oh, teach me something." And it's like, "Girl, you did come on that rah rah." She was trying. Okay, so she was trying to act like she was just coming in, off "Oh, I want to learn from you" and da 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 and all that. And it's like, "Girl, goodbye." Um, so now we get to Biggie addressing the whole situation where Natalie and Jayla went live, and she a fan asked a question like, "Oh, who do you think won the fight between?" Yeah, it was Biggie and Rolly, and Jayla and Natalie were laughing, and it's like this whole situation was just so dumb. And even kind of Tasiki said it because, well, she said it online and on the reunion. She was like, everybody was saying the same thing. If you lost, you lost. Like, you getting mad at, and then Jayla even pointed out like, first of all, praise to Natalie, I guess, for being like, "Oh, I'm gonna take accountability as the boss and the head of Baddies. I shouldn't have done that." And um oh my gosh, I shouldn't have done that. And then Biggie said, of course, she talked to Natalie about it and why she felt the way she did feel about it. And Jayla was like, Natalie took accountability, and I was just kind of feeling like, why? Like I understand like you are the head of it, so you want to stay out of certain things, but it's like Tasiki said, everybody was saying the same stuff. Like y'all are supposed to be. It is what it is. Like, and if I'm not mistaken, a lot of this stuff is just bigged up for views. So why are you mad that people were laughing? Like we're all coworkers here. Like we all can't win every fight, but Biggie just gives. She's just too sensitive. She's just too sensitive for me. I think that's what it all boils down to. She's just way too sensitive to me, and I just can't. Suck it up. What I say? Suck it up. 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 When I talk about Biggie and the way she be crying, bro, it's just like, suck it up. Big Biggie, big Dominican. What are you doing with that? Absolutely nothing. I'm gonna take the name from you. I'm not even Dominican. Biggie, what Biggie missed from what Jayla was trying to say to her was like, you didn't tell Natalie you was gonna slap the shit out of her when you saw her. I didn't even say the majority of the shit. So what are we talking about? He said multiple people said the same shit. So what are we talking about? All that was for nothing. You did at the absolute most. So now Jayla comes up. You see Natalie was trying to squash. She was like, okay, that's enough. We could just get over it. And then Jayla come up and she's like, you get on your podcast talking your rigmarole to your teddy bear, talking through your teddy bear, knowing damn well it's your voice. Oh my God. And then like B's like, oh, you're going to have beef with a teddy bear. Shit. Meanwhile, we have Tommy and Bobby and oh shit in the back going through the situation they're going through, which is actually hilarious because he was doing the he was doing the absolute, is she good? Does she have touch ups? Does she have makeup? Does she look at her? And apparently, according to the girls, they're actually friends in real life, but he's just like an annoying brother to her type of thing. But I could just imagine because maybe they do drugs together. She started two piecing this man up, and people are like, "Oh, her punches were slow as hell." These are sibling punches. I know not all of us have siblings, but come on. But here we are. Here we are. They bring out Tommy Lee, and you know what? I'm not even gonna say I have a love hate relationship with Tommy. I just I don't know. The energy, I fuck with it. Like when she right, and when she wrong. She gave the energy, she gave the show. Like she needs to be on TV for a while. I'm and she may have her antics, she may have whatever it is, but this is a lady that was meant for TV. So this is when Tommy was coming out. And Natalie, she had her legs crossed. And, I feel like she has those legs crossed just in case, bitches run up and then she just automatically, she's used to that. That happened on her season when she got done up in the chair. She always in a chair or something. But just the absolute fear in her, like she was keeping her eyes on that lady. She didn't know what type of time she was coming on. And you know what? I don't blame her. They're making up. Tommy's like, oh, we made real money together. And this is what it all boils down to. Like, y'all gonna have y'all tussles, y'all gonna have y'all fights, but y'all need to be making money together. Y'all gonna be making money together. And these two made lots of money together because they had a whole boxing match and other beef stuff, all that. Like their beef, made them money, made them lots of money, as they said. So that's what it's really about. Like it's more than, bitches fighting all day. This is how they make their money. And that's exactly what Tommy said. And then Tommy said some real stuff. Is like this whatever they have going on Baddies, this isn't beef. Beef ends in death. So when you have beef on here, that shit never ends. Nobody wants that. Nobody really wants that. Like, so I'm gonna use Meatball as an example. Like, I know people aren't used to the TV stuff, and I wouldn't be used to it either. But once I got the hang of it, I would make sure I got the hang of it real quick. But with my knowledge now, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna look out for that if I was to ever even go into that world. But Meatball, I feel like she took that way too seriously. And that's why, she ended up crashing out the way she did because it ain't that serious for you to be pulling weapons on stuff that we not this isn't that. This isn't that. Let's be ladies. Yeah, we may not look like some ladies all the time, but let's be fucking ladies. Let's be for real. So now we got Slim cosplaying as a boxer and Tika cosplaying as a raccoon because they get called out. And what am I doing? What am I doing? And then you see in the corner, hold up, did I zoom into it? I did. And then you see in the corner, right as like Tinka and like I'm sure Meatball is getting ready to get themselves active. Bobby come back on the stage. Why is Tommy trying to fight him again? that stuff killed me. All right, so now this is Tinka and Meatball's first round. Honestly, to me, absolute mess. Absolute mess. It's always a mess. Like it looks heavy. I'll give it that. It looks heavy. Like they just boom 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 boom. Like both of them just boom boom boom. But I feel like it also wasn't really a lot going on. Like I see a punch here, like a weatherman. I see the punch here. I see the hit, whatever, but it was just a lot of just head down tussling to me. Just bodies just stomping around everywhere. Santana is living as always, yet again in another scene. They take a little breather and then they're right back at it. And then they're right back at it. This one I can't really tell between when girls fight like this who won, who didn't win. I feel like nobody wins, to be honest. Gotta be quicker than that. No, this shit, like you this was ridiculous. All right, moving on. So now it's Slim versus Meatball, and if I'm remembering correctly, it's because Meatball is the one that voted for her to leave the house. So now they're tussling, and honestly, Slim, like I'm saying, nobody really won here, but Meatball did nothing. Meatball did more of nothing than Slim did. Like here they go, little fake me out, little swing. They just really swinging arms around. I think Meatball actually missed this one right here, and then arms just swinging around everywhere. And then I noticed Slim just had her head up the entire time as well, and she just seemed like she was trying to get a good like. When she fought at the house, she was drunk. I feel like this one she really just was trying to get a good like space to really start swinging it, but at the same time, she can't fight. It was weird. It was weird, but she kept her head up. So, she didn't really get hit because like Meatball was just all over the place, and it's like I could just imagine watch someone like be all over the place, and you're trying to be coordinated, and you're just like, girl, what are you doing? Like nobody wins here. Nobody wins here. And then all of a sudden, Jayla and Meatball are fighting, and I'm trying to figure out what it's for. And I know she said something about her talking shit on the internet in a later screenshot, but it still didn't make sense. And you see Scotty in the background, like, what are we doing? Like, why are we fighting Meatball? They get in a little tussle, nothing much really happens, and then we get Tinka and Meatball have their third round. So there's that. Nothing really much happened here for me. They tussle again, and yeah. So Jalen and Meatball finally have their fight. Then we're getting to Siki and Diamond next week. Tommy just looks absolutely over it. And honestly, besides the Natalie and her thing, well, I guess she's just raining for Rolly. Oh yeah, so here Rolly's talk about, oh, you just be saying crazy stuff on the internet. And it's like, yeah, she does. But she don't care. And I think that's probably why I can't really dislike her. And like she doesn't back down from it either, like Biggie does. Like that's what really, I think that's why her Biggie and Tommy had that little clash when they first started messing with each other, being friends. So then Nunu's coming into next episode. Anna looks absolutely afraid because she definitely wrapped that necklace around her fist. I'm going to speak about that in a moment. And then of course Jayla gets her one with Gretchen. So thank you for joining me on my show. I guess I'm gonna clean up the format a little bit. I'm just getting used to this whole like spacious room situation. Like I don't know what to do with my life. If you see what I'm saying, like I don't know. What was I about to say? I'm kind of mad that I couldn't find my ginger wig, but that's just gonna have to be another day. That's just gonna have to be another day. I really did want to put it on, but I don't know. I might just say F it and keep looking for it because it can't be far because it was definitely in that closet. These aren't really scripted for me. It's very, 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 very loosely scripted, if anything at all. So it's mostly just off the dome. I try not to take up everybody's time, but if you're here, you're here. You want to stay here, you're going to stay here. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm gonna try to up the ante. I'm gonna do what I can to make a show because I like making stuff. And this is the outlet that I can use to really be free about making that stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to get to. Okay, so Nunu come on the stage, and Anna already told us that she did put her necklace around her hand to fight her, and it's like I get that the girl just started stuff with you over somebody else's bullshit, but but no, this not that's not right. Because if she has some rings on or whatever to fight you, then it would be a problem. They should have took it away from you. Like Gretchen saw. Someone said definitely said some Gretchen saw, and I'm sure she wasn't the only one that saw. I don't know. I don't like it. Personally, Anna, like I said, I get it. girls message you for no reason, but girl want to fight, just fight the girl. Like, just fight. Y'all not the same size, but she's not that much bigger with you, like bigger than you. So, and Scotty is way bigger than New. Maybe it's because she saw Nunu fight, but even Nunu, while maybe a bit better than some of the other girls, isn't the best fighter either. The only person I would be a little weary about fighting about is Tasiki and just bigger bitches in general, because that just makes sense and you got to have a strategy with it. But that whole next thing, that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, people can really get hurt off of that. Like Tommy said, like, it should never be this deep to this degree of y'all really messing each other up like this. So I'm gonna cut it off right here because the girl has to go. I have to get myself together, make some more money today, and Chile. I hope you guys have a great morning, noon, or night. I will catch you next time. Maybe the next time you'll see me is me doing the Baddies Caribbean, rewatch, and maybe we'll have a nice little sit down. I'll sit right on here, and you're gonna get nice and personal with me, with the camera and the ring light, and we're just gonna go over the season and maybe other seasons, and maybe I will even jump into Now That's TV, but one thing at a time, because when I start putting too much on my plate, you guys will never see me again. So you guys have a great day. I'm going now. I just want to let y'all know I found her.